Name's Derek, and I sell physical media on eBay. Make videos about the stuff that I buy, sourcing videos, stuff that sells, what sold videos. This is a what sold video. That's a little kind of interesting techno type feel music. It's bothering my ears. Stop. So it is 8:45 Thursday morning. 30 degrees out. A little ice on the parking lot out here. Got the computer and get that all situated and updated, and IOBit driver booster and the advanced system care. It's easy to get the pro keys for those for free. You just search pro key, and people have giveaway keys all the time. Got to check the BIOS and some of those other things for that, but I'll tinker with more of that after a bit. Here's a screenshot of the specs. So the Windows 11 isn't really that difficult to get used to. A few things are in different spots, but open up any sort of little settings page or any sort of little icon and just look around. If you're not going to use it, close it, but at least look around. The RAM, I think, is a basic standard RAM that's in it. It's not like a Ripjaw or a Vengeance or anything like that. The graphics card I thought was a Founders Edition. It is not. It's a 2070 Super, which is still a far cry from the RX 670 that I currently have, which is a 4 gig. We were watching some of the 4K and 8K. Now, my TV is like an 8-year-old standard 1080 TV. It's not a 4K or anything like that. But you can still put the settings on the 4K and just pause the video and just let it all load up. Some of those graphics and of what's done through those types of videos. Video games are a complete different rendering. So you can have these really, really, really high-end graphics, but each one is coded as opposing to, I'm not going to get all that. But yeah, it's phenomenal. And I can only imagine on what the new 30 series are. I mean, I remember when the Titan, the EVGA or the NVIDIA Titan was all the rage. And now what they have, the 2070, it's good enough. Definitely better than what I had. And then the processor is an i7, I forget exactly, screenshot. But it is a what sold video. And it's actually another fairly good day. And I'll get into the story of these pictures, the cabinet cards. So I got some albums of some old 1880s, 1890s cabinet cards or pictures from that estate sale where I got all the different tapes, all those really, really high-end tapes and stuff. And I watched a couple of videos on how to identify and keywords and stuff to use, and nothing was really, really popping off of what I had that would be different enough to be able to keep a small box of these things and just wait for a couple to sell so I can make $5 on each. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to list how many are there, like 60, 70 total, but in different lots. And one was kids, one was men, one was women, one was or male and female. The other one was like family or multiple people. Someone came in, ordered or put a bid on 3, and just messaged them throughout last night. I was like, hey, I have this other one that didn't sell. If you want, $50 for all four lots. And she was like, cool, do it. So that is these things here, and they'll be taken out of these. So I have like these old cabinet cards of family and kids and stuff. So most of these, a lot of them have like the print And this one has Joseph Philip Mockley, way back when ago. And this was Worcester, Ohio. So that's down where I go, down where Smucker's is at, Orville. And Worcester is even a little more from there. All right, so not awaiting payment. I don't know why I did that one. Awaiting shipment. So there's those 4 things right there. They'll all be put in one envelope, put in a box, and shipped out to, I think they're going to California or Washington. Let's find this other stuff. C31. Gift of Gab. I believe it's a gatefold. It is. Gift of Gab CD. 26. Interesting gatefold. Looks like some sort of Mayan or Aztec ziggurat or pyramid. And Mars kind of looks like an image that would be represented in the movie Stargate. But that is not. My boy Bandit came back last night. He was gone for like a week. He wasn't here for like a week. And then I was saying something to my wife last night. I was like, hey, he hasn't been here in like a week. A couple hours later, he materializes. And now he was here this morning and came down here at like 7:30. So now I gave him plenty of food and some other stuff and some Royal Canine food, which is actually for Maine Coons. It's like this big. My cats love them. And eating a can of wet food. And trying to get him to go back in his chair. C22. Where I have a box and blankets and it's warmer. But, I mean, animals have that fur for a reason. It's the old pipe dreams. Should be in 22. Pipe dreams. Pipe dreams with this cool little piece of paper thing. With this Pipe Dreams CD. 15. Get this other one. Alright, well this is something I've had for a long time. So this 21 slot old school Banana Republic little clutch wallet. When I did a lot of smalls, these are things that I would sell as well. The ones that I would buy, were like this, and a lot of the ones that I was selling were 50, 60, 70 bucks. Mainly because I just didn't want to deal with a whole bunch of this kind of stuff that's be in a box and be sitting around. And there were a whole bunch. And then there was a time when I started to get away from this kind of stuff, like almost 5 years ago. And I just started flushing out some of the lower end ones. And I think I had like 15 in a lot. I mean, I got like $107 for all of them because resellers know. But I mean, I sold some like Ferragamo, Vitatoni, Georgia Vitatoni. I had a Hermes one that was like $400. But this one, after probably 4 years, 17. Free shipping, right? But something I put money in years ago, had enough interest over time, eventually sold. All right, D36. All right, this Life After People, season 1 and 2. Really cool show. I mean, I still watch it because it's just really cool and what the computer graphics that they're able to do then. This has to be almost 15 years old. Do I have a year in there? No. 2009. 16 years old, going on 17. But $62 for these two, sealed. Something else. All right, so I have this Doris. And a lot of that is in Strongsville, which is a Salvation Army down that way out in Medina. I lived in Strongsville off Albion Road many moons ago. Back before the 2 was the first number in the year. But this was 14, and I've been selling them for years. Been selling them for years. I got a whole bag of probably 30 of these for like $5. And right around this time of year, I'll sell a couple of them. After this holiday season, all that leftover stuff is just going to get put in one get put in one little collection or lot or something, and just be like mystery box. And just try to auction it off instead of me donating it. I don't know. D41. So this one, someone came in a couple of days ago and sent a counter offer for $15. Story of Lady Jessica. Not Lady Jessica. I don't know if anyone watching is old enough to remember Baby Jessica, the girl who fell in the well. Back in the, that's probably, I was in elementary school, late 80s, when that happened. All right. But this was, I don't know, I've had it for a while, like 3-4 months. When it came in, $15. It's like originally listed for like 19. I was like, yeah, man, take it. But 15. Yeah, banned it under the table out here outside. Empire Earth D34. All right, Empire Earth 28. So this is going to be the discs, the manual, a couple books in here. I think there's a book for another type of Empire Earth. So that's a complete thing here, but $28. I think that's what I had for a while. I think I got that at the Long Lost store, January 30th to 31st last year, or December 30th, 31st of last year, at a store that was in like the Heights area. And it was a store I'd been in a couple years prior, and I knew he had a bunch of a couple huge crate bins of media, and I had refound it. And he goes, "Oh, yeah, man, go ahead and I'll let you in the back check out all you want." There's videos of me going through that stuff, and it's like, "Yeah, you're gonna have to come back tomorrow and get the rest because after tomorrow, I'm out, closing a store down, going somewhere else." So there's that video for that. That's where I think I got that one from. I want to say I did. C31, again, 98 degrees. "98 degrees, signed, CD 23. C40, Junior Wells. That's a good one. Hooters. Come on this way, house. SACD. Junior Wells. Junior Wells. SACD. 45. All right, those are the things of the pictures. Sesame Street D2. Telling the Truth. Sesame Street DVD. 2-disc. $50. 50. Yep, you have Elmo on this one. Just because it has Elmo on it, it's not one of those like, oh, just skip it. Nope. There are like the Elmo movie and things like that, yeah. A lot of that Sesame Street and Barney and Thomas. Two. All right. Another one I might still have one left is called The Computer Caper. D4. This other Richard Pryor. 24. So, and this big old book. This is in B16. And this bicentennial wagon train something pilgrimage. cool pictorial history of current wagon trains, I suppose, because there weren't cameras back in the day when they had the wagons, or when they started the migration west. But something I've had for a couple years. 31. Monkey. Monkey. No. No, monkey. Went down to pick her up, and I sneezed, and that made her stop. Like, what was that? So I scooped her up. All right, so that's 413 in sales, 353 product costs received. So there's that $47 in shipping for those cards, and I think there was one international in here. Nope, all domestic. All right. So done with this. A little later, wife and I are going to go head up to the miscellaneous barn. It's like 15 minutes down the road, and stop the Goodwill up here. Try not to be out too long. Probably going to do that around noon, maybe 1. Warm up a little. That's the best time right there. And go from there. So that's going to wrap that one up. Like what you heard, like what you saw, like what you learned. Just be consistent with stuff that you're going out and getting. You may go out and source 2 days a week and end up with 100 things. And you may only want to do eBay stuff for 4 days, but make it kind of a consistent thing. It is true that putting items that you've never had listed before, and you list them, that your sales are likely to go up, because those items are not listed at your price, and it's not popping up as new listing, right? Or it is popping up as new listing. So it's one of those. Listen, I go by it. I don't have anything at all. Only thing I have to list is a returned book. That's it. All my other stuff is listed. List everything now. Be kind of surprised on how quick sales come in, on how you may not sell something that you just listed, but you'll have 5 sales or something if you put up 25, 30. Well, however you do it. Consistent. And when you become consistent, you narrow your abilities and skills down to where you can save a little more time. There was something I heard a while ago. I understand its premise, but someone said use the Ohio method, only handle it once. So in an essence, so this doesn't get too much longer, I got this book. I handled it at the store. I brought it home. I handled it, putting it down, getting the pictures, and then I handled it again, putting it away. The information that I need should be in the listing. I shouldn't be having to have to go back and find the book and reply to questions that people are asking. Physical media doesn't really have that, very, very rarely, but I can see with a lot of other categories. Oh, do these buttons work for this? This stereo amp. Are there like 3 or 4 different things on these jeans, or whichever it may be? But in the essence of all that, the fewer times that you have to handle an item based on how accurate your pictures are, and what even basic rudimentary information is that you're putting in the listing, should be enough to where people shouldn't really have to ask questions to where you have to go get it and waste more time on that. All right. So, tell me anything going up. Comment down below. Subscribe, share. Those are all free. They help me. We're helping everybody here. Appreciate it. Thank you.